All right, here we go with lesson 15 video notes. Ignore this big X. Don't know why it's there. Oh well, we're just going to ignore it. All right, number 1, we're going to estimate to label the given fractions on the number line. Be sure to label the fractions at 0 and 1. Write the fractions above the number line. Draw a number bond to match your number line. So here they've done it for us. They want us to do 2/3. So they started it for us, but they did not separate it into our fractions. So they gave us 0/3, and so we have to do 1/3 and 2/3. So 1/3 could be right here, and 2/3 could be right here. Remember, we are estimating. So this would be 1/3. We're going to write it above the line, just like they did. And 2/3. All right, and they already did our number bond. They took our 1 and separated into 1/3 and 2/3. All right, it looks like our next one is going to be 3/4. But I do just want to point out that this right here is where they wanted us to do on A. So 2/3 is the fraction that they wanted us to point out, so we'll just darken that dot. All right. In B, they want us to do 3/4. So I'll start with this box, which we know is 0/4. And then this box equals 4/4 is 1 whole. So now we'll separate our number line into fourths. So we will go right about here, and so this would be 1/4. And then we'll go 2/4. And we'll go 3/4. And which one did they want us to point out? They wanted us to point out 3/4. So I'm going to darken that dot right there. And now we'll draw our number line. We have our number bond, I'm sorry. Here's our 1. Give that a little circle. And we are going to, so our fraction is 3/4. So we're going to write that in our number bond. And then how many more fourths do we need to make this a whole? I know I need 1 more. 1/4. We'll go and circle that. So there's our number bond for letter B. And letter C, they want us to do 3/5. So I know this one is 0/5. This last one is 5/5. And now we will separate our number line. So we have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 5/5. So 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and we already labeled 5/5. And which one did they want us to recognize? They wanted us to recognize 3/5. And darken that dot. Draw our number bond, our number 1, and they gave us 3/5. And how many more fifths do I need to make a whole? Which I need 2 to make 1 whole. There we are. All right, now on D, they want us to do 5/6. So we will go ahead and do 0/6 and 6/6. And we'll split our number line up to make that correct. We are going to do 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and 5/6, and then 6/6. So 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. They want us to recognize 5/6. We'll darken that black dot right there. And now our number bond. Our number 1, they gave us 5/6. And how many more do we need to make a whole? We need one more sixth. So 1/6 would be our other part of that number bond. All right, a letter E, not number, we're going to do 3/10. So we'll do 0/10 here, and 10/10 is here, which also equals a whole. Now we're going to split our number line up. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10. 4/10, 5/10, 6, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, and 10/10. And you try to get those as equal as you can. All right, and which one do they want us to recognize? They want us to recognize 3/10. So we'll darken that dot in, box it in, and then our number bond. We have one whole, and they gave us 3/10. And how many more do we need to make a whole? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We need 7/10 to make that whole. All right, now number 2, this is going to get a little tricky because number 2 is on the bottom here, but we're going to have to do the work on the back because I think there's more room. Yes, so all of our room is on the back, so I'm just going to read it here and then do our work on the back. So number 2 is draw a number line, use a fraction strip to locate 0 and 1, fold the strip to make 8 equal piece parts, use the strip to measure and label your number line with 8s. Let's see what I can do for a number line. Here we go. Okay, so I have this piece of paper to note how I see purple. And we are going to, first it says, read the directions and do it with you on this side. So it says, use a fraction strip to locate 0 and 1 and fold the strip into 8 equal parts. So you can fold it in half like this. That'll make 2 equal parts. And then another fold will make 4 equal parts. And one more fold should make 8 equal parts. Open it up and count my equal parts. So I have 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. There's my number line and my fraction strip. You guys have yours that you could get out too that we made. So here I'm going to use this. I'm just going to trace this and draw my number line. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to mark off all my sections. So I have one here, another one here, another one here, another one here, 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 and this is our last one here. So here's my number line. I split it into 8s. I folded my parts. I'm going to locate 0 and 1. And now I'm going to label my number line with 8s. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8, which is also 1. All right. Now it says count up from 0/8 on your number line. Touch each number as you count. Okay, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. Now it says I'm going to put a check mark so we know that I did it. All right, number 3. For his boat, James stretched out a rope with 5 equally spaced knots, as shown. Here it is right here. Starting at the first knot and ending at the last knot, how many equal parts are formed by the 5 knots? Label each fraction at the knot. So we'll do 0 fifths, 1 fifth, 2 fifths, 3 fifths. My bad, we're doing 1 fifth here, then 2 fifths, then 3 fifths, 4 fifths, and 5 fifths. How many equal parts by? So 1, 2, 3, there's 4 equal parts on this one. Just kidding again, guys. I'm whiting these out, and we're going to start over on this question. All right. So now we have 0 and 1 here. Don't forget to label those. Now we have 0 fourths, 1 fourth, 2 fourths, 3 fourths, and 4 fourths. There we are. And then there are 4 equal parts. What fraction of the rope is labeled at the third knot? So 1, 2, 3, so 2 fourths. What if the rope had 6 equally spaced knots along the same length? What fraction of the rope would be measured by the first 2 knots? So I'm going to redraw one right here. I'm going to draw a new one. Dot here, not here. And then I'm going to draw another here. So now I need to make sure I have 6 knots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, I did too many knots. I'm going to white this one out right here because this one's not really even equal. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equally spaced knots. And we'll label our 0 here and we'll keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So looks like I have 5. So 0 fifths, I have 1 fifth, 2 fifths, 3 fifths, 4 fifths, and 5 fifths, which also equals 1. And then it's asking me what fraction of the rope would be measured by the first 2 knots. So this is the first knot and this is the second knot. I'm just going to box that in so I know exactly what I'm talking about. And then write the first 2 knots measure 1 fifth of the knots. And there you are. And you guys can get started on your practice.